Okay, ladies and gents, welcome back to the Maestro Game production, and the observant of you will have noticed we have a Euro Cup 2 group stage draw. Now, the draw has already happened, we already know the teams that are going to be in it, but I'm going to show that to you fine ladies and gents right now. So, in our group is Hibernian from the Scottish Ladbrokes Premier. We then have Anderlecht from the Belgian Pro League A, and Slavia Prague from the Czech Republic First Division. The final, of course, is going to be in Austria, the hosts. Now let's have a little look at some of the other groups. So here's a brief look. So we do have Tel Aviv and Lokomotiv and Lechia in Group A alongside Bate. We then have our group, of course, Group B. We have Group C, which has Besiktas and Red Star in it. Group D has Sparta Moscow, Dijon Mustard, and Real San Sebastian. That's actually a really strong group. I've looked at Group D, pretty strong group. We then have Feyenoord, who is in Group E. We have Legia in Group F alongside Atlanta. Group G has Dundalk, Standard Liège, and a couple of others. We then have Group H, which has CSKA, Moscow, Partizan, and Maribor, just to name some of the other teams in the competition. So, how did we get on since the last episode? Well, we played one game and it didn't go all that great. So, it was a very 50-50 game. If we look at the stats, it was 12 shots apiece. We had 6 on target, they had 5. 5 fouls to their 8, 0 yellow cards to their 4. 59% possession to 41. So we started off, they gave us a penalty in the 7th minute. Bowen, of course, slotted it away. Then, just before half-time, Felipe Anderson decided to ruin the whole game. Got a goal on the 31st and the 45th plus 3. And second half, rather pathetic. So, a game we should have probably drawn, but hopefully we pick it up in today's episode, in which we will be away to Norwich, and then we will be playing a European game against Slavia Prague. So we've got a nice little trip to the Czech Republic to look forward to later in this episode, but for now, let's go and head to Carrow Road. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are of course here in Norwich, and I'm going to stop doing this voice, but we are going to head towards the stadium, and not gonna lie, this looks like a place which probably has a few bodies thrown over it. So we're going to head over the murder bridge and just carry on, of course driving on the wrong side of the road. We know how lovely our driver is. We are going to go down this nice side alley where hopefully said murdering does not happen. Get our way around the bend, which this seems like a very long and convoluted way of getting into the parking. I don't know why there isn't a way in at that end. Norwich, if you are watching this, maybe think about that. We are going to bypass the main part of the parking though for now, and we are going to crash through this barrier because we would like to get up to the stand. So we shall make our way a bit further along, and we shall park up here, right outside the Gerald stand here in Norwich. Okay, ladies and gents, so we are finally here inside Carrow Road, and the team only has one change to the usual lineup. So we have Butland in goal, Reinwald at left back. Katic is joined by Berk today in central defence. That is because Pavlovic is a bit tired from his international duties, so he's having a bit of a rest. We have Vigore on the right-hand side, Dragomir and Palacios in central midfield, Gaetano in central attacking midfield, Diabate on the left, Bowen on the right, and Brewster up front. Our bench consists of Bettinelli. Firmina comes in place of Berk's position on the bench. We have Guimarães, Pearson, Mahi, Ageria, and Al-Zabi. Of course, Ageria, the J is gone and cut off as usual. But we shall go see what Carlos thinks in the dressing room. So Carlos thinks we should remind the players there is no real pressure. I mean, there's kind of pressure. I expect them to pick up a result here and fix our broken form. I fully expect you to go and end our poor form. Yes. Wow. Everyone listened keenly, but apparently Rhinewold is confused by the prospect of turning our losses around. Don't know why it's so confusing. It's pretty simple. We don't want to keep losing. But Gaetano plays it back to Palacios. We are only 10 seconds into this game, but Brewster is 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. Oh my. Imagine. 19 seconds in. Just imagine. Gaetano with the corner, whips one in. Palacios, edge of the area. We can score from here. Bowen, Jared Bowen. Oh, it's blocked. Still within the first minute. We've had 2 corners. And we're about to take the second. It is Gaetano. Gaetano plays it front post, headed away. Katic, blocked by Tribal. Tribal kicks it away. We have Lopez, dispossessed by Vicaray, but only for a second. He's won it back. Rhinewold, lovely tackle by Rhinewold. He didn't seem confused in that moment. That is for certain. But we have now had a few minutes without anything really happening. We've been all over them in the first minute, but we are now 20 minutes deep and nothing has come assault. So we're going to demand a little bit more. That has pressured Butland and one other person. I didn't quite catch who the other one was. But good free. Ball across to Lewis. Almost gives it away. Leitnar plays it back. Norwich still in possession. Trying to come down this left-hand side. Vigaray wins it, but only as far as Tribal. Tribal is now over the top to Lewis on this left-hand side. He's cutting inside. Will Butland not have to make a save? Butland can watch it going to the side netting. Butland plays it short to Burke. Vigaray plays it up to Bowen on this right-hand side. Vigaray is going on the overlap, but he doesn't need him. Plays it up to Gaetano. Gaetano has help in the middle. Plays it to Brewster. Oh, that's a lovely save by Aurelio. Lovely dive and catch. I have to give him props for that one. We now have Norwich whipping a free kick in. Back post. Headed away. Jared Bowen on the counter-attack. Coming down this right-hand side. Will he do anything? No. Emmy gets back. Emmy, how quick are you? Jesus. Norwich, crossfield ball to Lopez. Robertson gives it away to Rhinewold, who gives it straight back. Lopez to Emmy, and it's collected by Butland. Fortunately for us, this highlight is continuing though. He's rolled it out to Burke. Cross to Katic. Katic to Rhinewold. Rhinewold back to Katic. Katic to Palacios to Dragomir. Dragomir, lovely ball over to Brewster. 1-on-1. No, he's got one defender. Gets past the defender and Aurelio makes a lovely save. It is a very good game here in Carrow Road. And Gaetano once more with the corner. Whips it in, back post. Brewster to Katic to Palacios to Brewster. Ping pong, lads. Ping pong. Lovely sport, I say. We all love a little bit of ping pong. VAR is looking at the decision to see if Brewster was offside, and it has been sadly disallowed due to that. Bit disappointing, but at least the lads are putting in the effort. Norwich do have a free kick here though, and Emmy whips it in. Oh, that's a lovely goal by Emmy. Not really deserved. I think we can safely say we have been the better team in this first half, but Norwich go 1-0 up through Emmy, and that's his first goal of the season. Yikes. Seems like everybody gets their first goal of the season against us right now. But it is Norwich 1, Hull City 0 going into half-time. They've had 6 shots, we've had 11. They've had 4 on target, we've had 5. 1 foul to our 4 fouls. 0 yellow cards apiece. They've had 53% possession. We've had 47. Their best performance, of course, has been Emmy with that 1 goal and an 8.2 rating. Katic has won 100% of his tackles and got a 6.9 as a result. Struggling to perform is Roberts for them with a 6.5 and no reason for it. Brewster for us with a 6.4 and 4 offsides. Now I need to tell Brewster he needs to pick his game up. So, I wouldn't go as far as excellent. Yeah, we've been the better team. Except for you, Brewster. I expect more from you. Right. Assertively. I'm not happy with your performance tonight. Good one, Brewster. That's exactly the reaction we expect. Get fired up. Go bang in 3 goals right now. Show Norwich just the world-class player you are. Vigore plays it to Palacios. Palacios to Vigore. Will he deliver across? No, plays it to Palacios, who whips one in. Diabate. Lovely header by Diabate. First goal of the season, assisted by Palacios. Not a bad little header indeed. So, from the throw-in, Vigore plays it to Palacios, who just passes it down the wing to Vigore, who plays it back to Palacios, who makes some space, whips it in. Diabate gets away from his man and heads it back across the face of the goal. Not bad at all. Emmy plays it back. Norwich in possession here. Plays it all the way back to the goalkeeper, in fact. Aurelio plays it up. Tries a ball over the top to Lopez. Lopez gets on the end of this. Can Reinweld do anything? No, he's gone past Reinweld. Luckily, Butland makes a lovely save. Would have expected him to catch that, but I will take him pushing it out of play. Katic heads it away only as far as Tribal. Tribal plays it back out to the right-hand side. Cross is whipped in. Vigore heads it away, though. Palacios with the counter-attack on this right-hand side. He's chased down by 2 Norwich players and dispossessed, as you would expect. But we are going to make a bit of a change. So Brewster not really putting in the performance. The problem is we don't really have anyone I trust to replace him with. Reinweld, similar sort of situation. Not really putting in the performance. Reinweld... Actually, how are our central midfielders doing? Reinweld can't really swap out for anyone, so we shall go Guimaraes. We're going to bring the youngster on and have a little bit of faith in him. We are then going to say... Bowen, you're not above being substituted. We'll keep Brewster for now, but probably take him off in a few minutes if he's still being useless, which he appears to be. So, we shall also take Brewster off. Al-Zabi shall come on in his place, and we shall demand a little bit more. Let's go for that win, lads. I know. Oh, of course it's pressured Katic. Katic, my friend, relax. Clearly, I don't mean you. I mean the forwards who are not getting goals. Gaetano coming down this left-hand side. Nego wins the ball back. Lovely ball over the top. But it looks like Guimaraes might get this. How has Guimaraes already got a yellow card, by the way? He's been on less than 10 minutes, and yet he has a yellow card. Dragomir, ball over to Mahi. Mahi cuts inside, one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and it's a lovely save by Aurelio. And we have a corner. Norwich are making a substitution, and Dragomir will be whipping it in. Mahi. Come on, Mahi. You're right next to the goal. You've got to get that one in, my friend. Palacios to Vigore. Back to Palacios. Palacios tries the ball over the top. Doesn't go to El Zabi. Godfrey gets it instead. It's Norwich now in possession. Coming down this right-hand side. Nego. Yes, I'm trying not to make any slip-ups there. Norwich still in possession near this halfway line. Plays it back to Aurelio. Aurelio far out of his goal. Hopefully he can give it away. Sadly not. Godfrey has the ball though, plays it to Lewis. Lewis tries the ball over the top. Norwich one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Can Butler make a save? He does. Lovely Butland. Lovely, my friend. And Norwich have a corner. Norwich taking the corner. Leitner whips one in. Katic heads it away though. And it is going all well. You know what? The lads aren't really responding to me being harsh, so you know what? I'll praise them. Okay, apparently I don't know what they want from me today. I go harsh on them, they moan. I praise them, they moan. I don't know what they want. Guimaraes tries one down, but gives it away. Diabate is clearly not getting to that because it was nowhere near him. Aurelio plays it out. They're just passing it about now in defence. Norwich, crossfield, ball to Cantwell on this left-hand side. Cantwell plays one through. Messias, dispossessed only. Oof, that was lucky. Cantwell hitting the post. Lopez tries to whip one in, but he was offside. So come on, lads. Stop being schizophrenic and just... What? Well, the highlight starts with a goal. Okay. Okay, so apparently it was from a free kick. And it's disallowed for offside. Very confusing highlight. That was a weird one. But it is 1-1 here at Carrow Road. And they've had 17 shots, we've had 18. 7 on target, we've had 10. 3 fouls to our 14. 1 yellow card apiece, 54% possession to our 46. Emmy stayed their best performer with 1 goal and an 8.3. For us was Palacios with an 8 and 1 assist. Struggling for them stayed as Robertson with a 6.5 and no reason because. And Brewster with a 6.2 because he managed to get 2 more offsides and make it to 6 for the game. 3 milestones in that game, but I'm not going to go through them. Let's see what Carlos wants to say at the end. Tell the boys they did well and that their efforts were excellent. I mean, unlucky boys. It wasn't the greatest performance, but as a whole, the team didn't play too bad. I can't be too harsh on the lads. Honours even at Carrow Road. Klopp spotted to watch Brewster have an awful performance. Hopefully that keeps him getting into the Liverpool team. He can come back another season. Keep him here. But that was the Norwich game. I will see you fine folks when we get in Prague in just a second. Okay, so the uncultured of you won't have recognised we are here in Prague. And we're just driving down to the stadium of Slavia Prague, which appears to have a McDonald's 250 metres away. McCough. Interesting. So we shall head on through this tunnel. Very confused why she's going through here with a pushchair. Probably not a great idea, but we have arrived. Now, which one? I'm assuming it's not the Tesco Stadium. I'm assuming they're not sponsored by Tesco. I'm assuming it's this very similar looking building across the road from Tesco. So we shall just cut across the road like this because we are terrible drivers. And we shall make our way around to the parking. So we shall just take a right here, I assume. Run over any pedestrians who get in our way, of course. We shall turn off here. Don't mind me, you two. I shall squish. Ooh, there's our McDonald's. I'm really tempted to go to the drive-thru, but we shall not. We shall resist the urge to go get a McFlurry, and we shall park up just here outside of the stadium. So I will see you fine folks in the stadium in just a second. Okay, ladies and gents, welcome to the Garden of Eden. And I'm not going to attempt to pronounce most of their players' names because I'm going to struggle with them more than I did with most of Norwich's players. But players I can at least attempt to pronounce are ours. And we're back to a full lineup. So we have Butland in goal, Reinwald at left back, Katic alongside Pavlovic. We have Vigare on the right-hand side, Dragomir and Palacios in central midfield, Gaetano in central attacking midfield, Diabate on the left, Bowen on the right, and Brewster up front. That means our bench is Bettinelli, Burke, Guimarães, Pearson, Mahi, Jaria, and Al-Zabi. We're obviously playing our 4-2-3-1, and so are they. So without further ado, let's go talk to Carlos. And Carlos, on this gusty day in the Garden of Eden, thinks we should encourage the players. And yes, I will continue to call this the Garden of Eden, because it's ridiculous that it's called Eden. I believe the actual stadium name isn't Eden, but is in the area of Eden. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but that is what I remember when I was revising my Slavia Prague knowledge. But I'm going to tell them I expect to win tonight. Now, I know we are underdogs here, but no. Play without pressure. Play without pressure. Seems reasonable. Slavia Prague, probably slight favourites to beat us. But go out there, no pressure. Just, you've got this, lads. You've got this. You come into this one having struggled a little of late, whilst your opponents are riding the crest of a wave. Do you anticipate another bad day at the office today? Well, Dennis Larson of Goal, you devious fellow, who we have a great respect for, of course. But luck has to end somewhere, and I'm very hopeful it be today. Well, it's going to be hard to get a result, but my players are always up for a challenge, and we're looking forward to it. Yeah, there we go. Always up for a challenge. How much of a boost is blah blah's accent? Accent? Yes, accent. How much of a boost is his accent? It's very amusing. Now, his absence to your chance of winning. Well, Thomas's absence, I can't deny, it will make things a bit easier. Is Jared fit enough to last the full duration of the match? Hopefully. I think so. He might be not be in perfect condition. Yeah, I've been told. I shall blame it on my assistants. My fitness staff. It's their fault if he can't last the game. I have nothing to do with it. But we shall swap this to Euro Cup 2. I guess we've got another Euro Cup currently going on right now. But Gaetano tries to play it up. Palacios has picked up on the halfway line to Pavlovic. Pavlovic to Bowen. Bowen heads it away though. Slavia Prague is now on the attack. Dragomir's run it back though. Palacios to Bowen. Bowen once more on this right hand side. Will he whip it across? No, he just kicks it out the defender. Not the greatest pass from Jared Bowen. Chaddy on the counter attack now plays a through ball. Not going to attempt that guy's name, but Butler makes a save. Vigore then almost runs it into the goal. That would have been a very annoying way to concede, I must say. But it is Slavia Prague with the corner. Lovely save by Butland, but it's been spilled and yeah. We're a goal down, 5 minutes in. So we are going to demand more. That can't be happening, Butland. Brewster plays it to Gaetano, to Katic, Katic to Reinwald, Reinwald back to Katic. Back to Reinwald, back to Katic, back to Reinwald once more, back to Katic once more. Katic all the way back to Butland, and this is a very dull highlight. Back to Katic, don't... Thank you. Pavlovic. This time, Palacios back to Pavlovic. Lovely ball over the top, Brewster gets onto the end of it, one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Come on, Brewster! Pavlovic comes back after being rested in the recent game to deliver a lovely ball to Brewster for his 4th goal of the season. So let's have a little look at this one. Nice little right-footed ball, just kicks it over the top of everybody. Brewster runs onto it and slots it in the bottom right-hand side. That is why Pavlovic is a very good central defender. We've got him and Dragomir who can make those lovely balls over the top apparently. We also have Palacios who can score some screamers. But Jared Bowen cuts inside, another lovely player. Unfortunately not in this instance. Kicks it past the post. Reinwald to Katic from the throwing, plays it over the top. Brewster can't get onto it, but he's chasing this one back to the goalkeeper. And the goalkeeper under pressure may give us a throwing. No, he does not. It is kept in by Slavia Prague. They do give it to Reinwald, who heads it back to them though. Another ball over the top. Come on, Butland. Saving us again in the one-on-one situation. They're all focused up. We do have Brewster, who's fired up and having a lovely game. I guess my criticism of him in the previous game has come into some fruition. But Slavia Prague win it back from our free kick. Slavia Prague now on the counter-attack, coming down this left-hand side, the right-hand side for them. Lovely save by Butland though. Lovely save. We have snuck in to the promotion spots of our group. Of course, this is the first game of the group, so it doesn't really mean much, but Bowen, one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and a save by Collar. Bowen with a corner, whips it in, headed away, Dragomir, edge of the area to Gaetano, back to Dragomir, Dragomir holds the ball up, whips it back to Bowen on the edge of the area. Bowen, pretty soft shot. Pretty disappointed with that shot effort, I must say. Katic wins the header. Palacios to Dragomir in the centre circle. Dragomir tries the ball over the top to Brewster. We did mention this earlier. Brewster with the terrible finish, though. That was not the clinical finishing we usually see from Brewster. It was very much like Brewster of the Norwich game. But Slavia Prague with the corner, it is headed over. Well, it was more wide. It was high, wide, and not at all handsome. Very much like me. But it looks like we are going into half-time. It is Slavia Prague 1, Hull City 1. They've had 10 shots, we've had 13. 5 shots on target to our 6. 9 fouls to our 9. 1 yellow card to our 4. 39% possession to our 61. Their best performer, of course, has been Zelani. Zelani? Yeah, Zelani. Zelani, the left back, with 1 goal and a 7 rating as a result. Our best performer has been Brewster with 1 goal and an 8.2. Struggling to perform is Haromada with 2 passes complete and a 6.4. For us is Vigore, 0% crossing completion ratio and a 6.5. As you can see on the right hand side, almost said left hand side for some strange reason, the latest scores around the groups. Most importantly for us is Hibernian 1, Anderlecht 3. So it looks like Anderlecht is going to perform as expected, most likely topping the group. But we should tell the boys they did excellent, according to Carlos. And assertively, I'm happy with your performance so far, keep it up. No. Most of them have been performing average. So, it's time for everyone to dig deep. We deserve to win this match, so let's get it. No, I'm far from pleased. And everybody's fired up. They understand they should be doing better. Yes, it's a good result so far, but our boys can do better than they have been doing so far. And they almost let them walk in a minute into this second half. That would have been rather frustrating, if I do say so. But let's demand a bit more. Put a bit of pressure on the lads. Diabate did not respond well to that one. But about 7 minutes time, we shall be making substitutions. It is Slavia Prague on the ball right now, though. They're still in possession. Gaetano's got it, though. Diabate on this left-hand side. Ball over. Doesn't get to Brewster. Slavia Prague have it back. Brewster's challenging the goalkeeper, though. And it's kicked away. Only as far as Bowen. Bowen over the top to Diabate. Diabate has Brewster in the middle. But he goes alone. Oh! That second effort, Diabate. 2 bites at the cherry, but did not come to anything. Slavia Prague. Slavia Prague gave the ball away to Bowen. Bowen now in the centre circle. Lovely slide tackle by Slavia Prague, though. They've won it back, and it's a through ball. 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. Lovely save by Butland. Thank you, Jackie. I've not called him that for a while, but thank you, Jackie. Jackie of the chance. Katic heads it away, but only as far as the edge of the area. And Dragomir, and it's end of that highlight. This is now a very good time to get some substitutions on. We have 4 yellow cards on the pitch right now, and none of them seem to be the problem players. That's our problem. Dragomir's having a rough game, and we have Diabate having a rough game. So, Mahi can come on for Diabate, swap him with Bowen. Bowen can then become an... No, we'll leave him as a winger. We shall leave him as a winger for now. We then have Dragomir. Dragomir is having a rough game. Now, Pearson can't really fulfill that role, unfortunately. Palacios is on a good rating too. Yikes. Pearson, what can you do, my friend? You can be a simple central midfielder. And that is what we require of you today. We will keep that other substitution because we do, of course, have those 4 people on yellow cards. And I'd rather not have the option to bring on a player in their position. Pavlovic to Vigore to Palacios. Palacios, will he go alone? He's going down this right-hand side, tries a through ball, but gives it away. He's challenging to win it back though, and it is Slavia Prague on the attack. Vigor 8, lovely interception. Gaetano plays to Pearson. Pearson, lovely ball over top to Brewster. Brewster, oh, unlucky, my friend. It was a nice tackle. Gaetano whips the cross in, and Mahi. We have definitely been challenging Slavia Prague in this game, and unfortunately, it's not really come to much. But Jugas to Zeleny. Zeleny plays it out. Chandy holding the ball up, plays it all the way back to the right back. Now they're just passing it about in defence. Slavia Prague is trying to come down this right hand side now though. Got past one, they are in a crossing position, gets it away. Gaetano on the counter-attack. Gaetano has help on this left-hand side. Tries to play it over the top. Brewster gets through, and it's wide. Darn you, Brewster. But I am going to try and freshen up the team a little bit. We have a defence that's rather sleepy, and Bowen, who's looking a bit tired too. Katic is on a yellow card, so you know what? Katic, you can come off for Burke. It's not ideal, but I'm sure Burke can do the job for the last 12 or so minutes. And it looks like he is. Pavlovic went and took a knock as soon as I made that substitution though, which is not great. But we did manage to hold out, get a draw here away at Slavia Prague. So it's Slavia Prague 1, Hull City 1. They had 17 shots, we had 22. 8 on target, we had 9. 15 total fouls, we had 20. 1 yellow card to 5 yellow cards, 41% possession to our 59. Zilani was their best performer, with 1 goal and a 7.3. Our best performer was Brewster with an 8.3 and 1 goal. Struggling to perform was Haromada with a 6.3 and 15 passes complete. Struggling for us was Diabate with a 6.5 and 4 passes completed. And that means our player of the match, of course, went to Brewster. Carlos thinks we should tell the boys that efforts were excellent. I mean, we came away to Slavia Prague. We gave them a good game. You know what? I'm going to tell them, no, we're going to go calmly. Cut the assertiveness. Calmly. You were unlucky tonight, lads. Unlucky. It was a good effort on your part. And Slavia Prague held to a draw. Hull City receive 170 grand. Pavlovic out for 1 to 3 days with his tight calf. That means he's probably going to miss the Aston Villa game that's coming up next, because I believe that isn't far away. No, that is 3 days away. So I'm probably not going to risk him in that game. But for the next episode, now, as you can see, we have a run of 4 home fixtures, including 1 Carabao Cup game. I don't fancy coming back for the Carabao Cup, just by the fact that we'll be doing a couple of home games. So we're going to skip ahead a little bit. What I'll do is I'll bring us back for this away game against West Brom. And now it's a case of Arsenal home. You know what, we'll do Hibernian. We'll do a little bit of the European Cup competition, because who knows, we might not be there next year. So we'll do Hibernian and West Bromwich in the next episode. I hope you all enjoyed today's episode. I hope you all have a lovely night, and goodbye.